Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure. And let's get started. So, what I can say right off the bat is look at all those power cards and look at all that money. Wow. So, since the Pentacles begin your reading, I would like to go ahead and get those taken care of, and then we'll talk about your power cards unless Spirit starts pulling me toward them. So let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is talking about a sense of peace and tranquility that you get from being abundant, being able to relax into the fruits of your labor, what you have worked so hard for. So the queen is also kind of a maternal figure, and of course maternal means wanting to take care of others. So the Queen of Pentacles also represents feeling like, or having the mindset that there's plenty to go around, like you can share what you have, and that would be a wonderful place to be, where your abundance is so great that you can share it with others. So that's a really good place to start from, Aquarius. So it sounds like your money is going to be, not astronomical, but it's going to be good, and you are going to feel very comfortable, helping out with something. So maybe a project that you've wanted to donate to, or I really think that it's just going to be a situation where when you see an opportunity to help financially, you are going to feel compelled from your heart and your soul to contribute. So that's what I'm seeing with that. With the 7 and the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles is talking about perseverance and being patient with long-term developments, so that you are willing to wait for the outcome to see what happens. And this is usually when there's an investment, some sort of investment involved. So something that you have either invested in already or you want to invest in. If you're patient with it and wait to see what happens, it should be a very positive outcome. So, but this week I feel like you're going to be hearing about something that you have already invested in, or you have already given your financial benefit to, and it's something that you've done in the past. I feel like it's something you've done in the past that is going to finally give you some news. You're going to get some news about something that you have invested in the past financially. And then with the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles we know is not so great. It's the sense of financial loss. You feel financial loss. You feel like you're left out of something because you can't afford it. And you kind of feeling a little jealous of other people who you're kind of wondering, well, why do they get to do that? How come they get to have that? I work as hard as they do, don't I? So that is not really a good place to be. That sense of insecurity, not a good feeling, and not a good way to look at life. So you want to kind of get back to that 7, get back to the 7 and the Queen, where you are feeling abundant with what you have right now. The abundance is right here, right now, and then that investment that something you invested in the past is going to be coming to fruition here very shortly. This week you should be getting some word about something, Aquarius. So those are going to kind of counteract that 5, because you may have been feeling like that, but I feel like this week your Pentacles, your Queen, and your 7 are going to trump that 5 and make you feel very abundant. So that feeling of financial loss won't last for long, Aquarius. So now let's get to the power cards. So you have Judgment. Judgment is a self-assessment card, so not necessarily in a bad way. Just because you're evaluating yourself doesn't mean that it has to be something negative or something that makes you feel less than proud of yourself, less than happy with yourself. I feel like it almost gives you a sense of renewal, because you are looking at what you have accomplished, you are looking at what you have not accomplished, and just taking stock, trying to figure out, where is my next move? What would I like to do next? And I feel like that kind of does connect to your Pentacles, your money, because when you're assessing these things, it's kind of hard to not include your financial realm when you're thinking about things that make you proud of yourself or make you feel like you are doing your best, making you feel like your past efforts are working toward your financial, I see Freudian slip. I meant your future success, but of course your financial success. You don't have to feel like you're going to be a millionaire or achieve millionaire status or billionaire status, but feeling like you are doing well for yourself. You are managing to pay your monthly bills. You do have a decent vehicle. Or if you don't have a vehicle, you are very, happy with your transportation. Just feeling very successful in your own way. What equates success to you? So that's what that Judgment card is talking about. How do you measure your personal success for yourself? Not necessarily looking at what your neighbors have, your friends have, but how do you feel about you and where you're at in your life? So that Judgment for you, Aquarius, is just, where are you at? Are you happy with where you're at? If you're not happy, time to make a change. That's what it's saying. And oddly enough, there is the Chariot. And the Chariot is a mode of transportation in more than one way. It's also, a journey spiritually, emotionally. And so in this case, with your Judgment and your Chariot, I feel like it is a journey, a spiritual journey, an emotional journey. So it's kind of joining with your Judgment, because you're self-assessing, trying to figure out where you're at, where you would like to be. Are you happy with where you are? Well, if you're not, you have the means to change that. That is what the Chariot is telling you. You have the means to change that. You have the means to make this journey to something more meaningful. You have the chance to take this journey to be more successful than you have been, to increase your willpower to attain goals that you've been wanting to get to. So the Chariot is giving you a more determined course, period. Also warning you that you have to be careful, because if things are getting a little bit too hectic, if there's a lot of stuff going on, that you could kind of miss what you're trying to do. So just pay attention to what you're wanting to happen. And if things get a little bit too hectic, really stop and think about, what am I trying to accomplish here and what do I want? Then we have the Moon. And with the Moon, we are talking about trusting your intuition and some divine communication where you're feeling more in tune with the world itself. Whether it be spiritual, whether it be your dreams, taking more interest in what your dreams mean. The Moon is just saying, be more in tune with your spiritual self and trust your intuition, basically, and that you should be able to see things for what they actually are, and not just how they're shown to you, not just how you perceive them. So a really good time to make some good decisions in that case, because with the Moon, you should be a lot more, if you're trusting your gut as well as your brain, your mind and your intuition, your heart, your soul. If you're looking at situations like that, it's pretty hard to go wrong when you got everything working. So that is what I'm seeing for you this week, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.